You're listening to 101.1 FM WOPP-IP WDRV-IP WALE-IP Providence. I'm your co-host, Dhruv.
And I'm your co-host, Alejandro Jackson.
And this is the Outta Pocket Podcast.
Where we pull conversation topics out of our pocket.
And occasionally, go out of pocket.
On today's episode, we're covering stories of men around the Florida-Georgia line. And no, I am not talking about the bands. On some Buzzfeed Unsolved type beats, we're covering crazy crimes and cocaine bears. If you're questioning whatever that means, ask him later.
We're getting into it.
Let's get into it. So,
the theme of today's episode, Florida man memes.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, we're all inclusive here at the Outta Pocket Podcast.
Georgia man
we
memes.
have to include. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. From the quick glance I took, I'm not gonna lie. There's some sad stories, but anyway,
yeah,
we'll get into it. I guess I wanted to. This episode has actually been sitting in the vault, kind of in the idea of bank for a bit. I guess I could talk about some of the inspiration around it. I was at Barnes & Noble. And they should have. The reason why this episode, I put it off for so long is because I had actually, I thought it'd be fun. I guess we can ever do a continuation someday if ever. But I was at Barnes & Noble and they should have had this game called it's like a Florida man guessing game or something. It's like guess which stories are Florida men stories or which ones are made up. And I figured I could just order it at one point. And this was, by the way, over spring break. I mean, not spring break, summer break of So I'm not gonna lie, this idea's been sitting in the dock for 5-6 months. Five. Yeah. But anyway, I just figured we kind of want to do this Florida man story this episode, and I guess there is some relevance to the choice of episode with the day, which I will. I don't know what you put those hands down, boy. What you scheming for? This man's about to commit a Georgia man crime, bro. What you? But to be very vague.
Blunt.
No, vague. We just were curious about that one trend where they're type in your birthday and Florida man story and see what comes up. There's no relevance to why the idea came to be. But anyway, don't worry about it. So yeah, but I know you kind of tangentially, but also segueing into this tangential topic, you wanted to spit some quick lore about birthdays.
Yeah, so quick lore about birthdays. It's this guy's birthday today.
Oh my god, bro, that wasn't lore about birthdays, bro. That was vile.
So, that's kind of why we're doing today's episode, or at least covering birthdays on today's episode. But I don't know, I find birthdays to be such an interesting topic because, I don't know, you can sort of view it as a marker for just a biological age, an important marker, because I hope this is obvious. People of different ages, have different health conditions, so it's important for that.
Yeah, I really do be like that sometimes.
I really do. More than that, just sort of the idea that you've made it through another year, and there's 2 markers per year, I think. I mean, generally, that, usually cause people to, become reflective and think back on their past years of experience. For me, at least, and that's, birthdays and, New Year's. And I'm sure, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, other annual traditions.
I think so, kind of. I would argue that, Christmas and Thanksgiving and whatever are more nostalgia inducing as opposed to make you reflect. It makes you reflect, but not reflect on
the good and the bad.
It just kind of makes you reflect on the older times, and also I think just by nature of the holidays themselves, they make you reflect. Like, so for example, Christmas is usually associated with giving and like being grateful and giving gifts to the people you love. I mean, we check out our Black Friday episode. I think it's 29, it's 28 or 29, one of the two. Where we talked about like we went into deeper detail about sort of the I guess. Sort of consumerism, like the sort of how Christmas has been affected by capitalist markets and how like it's very commercialized now. But I think also just by both by the nature of the holiday itself and also just by the way it's been commercialized, I think it makes you reflect about like being giving and like and giving gifts to those you care about and about spending time with family and whatever. And I think Thanksgiving is along the same lines, like being grateful and whatnot, depending on your background. Yeah, anyway. I mean, that sounds very like, but I mean, obviously there, like, as we grow older, we learn about some of the historical context behind these things and it's not a lot of the history behind holidays like Thanksgiving are not as I guess
sanitized,
not as lovely as we may imagine. So I said that because depending on like,
and then the Pilgrims and the
yeah
and the Native Americans got together and
like Squanto. I remember
Squanto
in the corn. But like that's the thing. Basically, like depending on your background, like you may not like. These holidays may mean different things to you, and so but generally, I guess speaking from our perspectives, and I guess what I would argue is probably the American view of like these holidays. It's like they're supposed to be about being grateful and like, or giving or whatnot. But I think like you said, New Year's and birthdays are kind of different because it's straight up like the whole basis of them is that like the Earth has gone around the sun.
Yeah.
Another time again, and like you're like, but no, I definitely get what you're saying. I was walking today, and I was gonna cross Waterman. It was like kind of oddly not busy street today, which is a whole other thing. Like,
yeah.
Basically, Alan and I were talking about the effect of daylight savings. Happy daylight savings time, I guess.
We lost an hour of sleep.
I'm not gonna lie, I was resting good.
Yeah, I got weird. Like, okay. I got weirdly good sleep.
So here's my hypothesis. Here's my hypothesis to Alan. I think I'm gonna keep it a buck. Us boys south of the Mason-Dixon line, like, we need sunlight. No, like straight up, like I think I'm so used to like being from Miami and having so much sun. Like I was genuinely thinking about this today about how the effects of like reduced sunlight have affected my like energy levels.
Yeah.
Because I think like being from Miami.
Bro, I straight up photosynthesize.
Yeah, like the sun is just like always like I don't know, like growing up the sun was always like, even during daylight savings, the sun the sun sets at like usually 6, 5:40 at the latest, like in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking like December 20th, like right.
Yeah.
Bro, not here. Bro, I mean we've talked about this on the podcast.
It's depressing.
We've had episodes, but like I'm pretty sure you mentioned this on an episode one time. You wake up at 12. You got 4 hours of sunlight. Not even. You're
Yeah, I remember my sleep schedule freshman year or first semester freshman year was
reading
so
period?
fucked.
Reading period? It was terrible.
I would wake up at like 12, shower, get ready, eat lunch, like by 1. You got 3 hours of sunlight, and most of that time you're spending indoors studying.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
And so like I was thinking about this today with our good friend Alan, who we need to get on the show at some point. But we were just talking about like how I think like genuinely I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously there are probably so many things about circadian rhythm and yada yada that like first of all I don't understand because I'm not like I know the basics, but like there might be something just about like just the way that our bodies, depending on where we live geographically, are attuned to the earth that I think like okay I slept pretty solidly last night, and you said that too, and Alan said that too, that like yeah.
It's weird.
So I don't know, just but well, you know, say that anyways, the reason why I said it was kind of surprisingly not busy today is because I think for a lot of people, since we jumped forward an hour, instead of waking up at like 10 when they usually would, they woke up at 11. So like Al and I went to Andrews, and dude, the line was the shortest it's been like
Man,
ever.
now I'm wishing that I went to
The
Andrews
line
this morning.
at one point, the yogurt bowl line was actually longer than the burrito bowl line.
Wow.
Which is like, that's record breaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, like since a lot of people, I guess
This morning I was ready to roll at like 11. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna have time to go to Andrews.
No, the line was hella short.
Dang.
Like at 11, like it like spiked. Cause like basically all the early birds that like wake up, like they were there. So like at the beginning, the line was like kind of typical.
Yeah.
But literally like after that first wave died down, like it just stayed like super short. So yeah, but anyway, welcome to the Outta Pocket Podcast.
Enough about burrito bowls. We're talking about birthdays.
Out of our pocket. What were we talking about? Well, yeah. So I was walking across Waterman. I'm not gonna. This is a very dark thought, but it's kind of reflective of the reflective nature of birthdays. I was like, what if a car hit me right now? And I was like, I don't know. It's just one of those things that like it makes you think about like how valuable life is, how like
Yeah.
you know,
It's true.
things can change like that, and so like I don't know, they're just just stuff happens in life, like I don't mean to get too, but I remember like over winter break, Brown sends emails whenever like somebody in the community has passed.
Mhm.
And it's like like they're very sad emails to get, and like they make you like think a lot about just how like valuable life is, like both staff and students in the Brown community like have passed, and like when you get an email like that, like it makes you definitely reflect on life. And I think like especially on birthdays like today, like I thought about one, like it was a whole rabbit hole train of thought, like
Yeah.
like I was like walking across Waterman, I'm like what if a car came out of nowhere, like, and then I started thinking about those emails, and like it just kind of whatever, and like sort of how
On today's episode, the Outta Pocket Podcast confronts their mortality.
yeah, segueing into next week's episode. Teaser. But yeah, so I don't know. And then I guess obviously New Year's. I think New Year's, it's New Year. It's New Year Day and then New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. You guys understand.
Happy New Year.
I think I think that one's a bit more not as dark in my opinion, because I think there's a bit more unity to it. Like I think it's a symbol of the entire world making it around again.
Boy, do I have an essay for you to read.
Oh boy, what does that even mean?
There's there's an essay in the Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green about Auld Lang Syne, and
About what?
Auld Lang Syne, the song that is traditionally sung on New Year's. Should all forget or acquaintance be
I've never heard this in
forgot
my life.
and never brought to mind. It's
Some British person made that.
It's a Scottish person actually.
I knew it. It was the same region.
Yeah, but
Okay,
like the Scottish are more based. Like this is objective.
They're different, but it was just the way like the.
Yeah.
It was the oh my god, what are they called?
The melody.
No, but they're like, there's the term for.
Interval.
Sure. It was just like the jumps between. I could just tell it was very like.
It's very Western music. Yeah. 5-1-7-1 da, da. Yeah, it's like. Anyway, we're getting off topic again. It's just like this beautiful essay.
For the record, I do not think English and Scottish people are the same. Thank you.
About the history of the song of Auld Lang Syne, and the way he ties it into his own like reflections on a friend who had since passed away. And it was just like every time, I remember the first time I heard him do this essay out loud, the Green Brothers were on their mini tour.
Mm-hmm.
weirdly enough, like right before COVID. So it was like junior year of high school. I'm like, it's a Monday night. I'm like, Mom, we have to go to Georgia Tech's campus, um, and go see the mini tour. And John did this. John did the Anthropocene reviewed essay about Auld Lang Syne. Um, and since then, like, it's always something I return to, whether in the book or, listening to it in podcast form, the way it was originally released. But, like, it's, I don't know, it's a great reflection on reflecting.
Okay, but question, because I may be missing the point.
Yeah.
So you're saying, you're arguing that, like, New Year's is not as unified.
No, like that's the point he's making in the essay. Like New
Oh.
Year's is a moment where we collectively get together, and he ends the podcast on the note of the the Christmas truce from World War One.
Yes.
Yeah. He talks about that a little bit, and he's like, these people would, for a little bit got together and they sang Auld Lang Syne with the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And they realized, like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like squabbling over like 5 feet of land. Just like building trenches and trying to move the line. And he ends it by saying, like, asking the audience to join with him as he sings the Auld Lang Syne tune, but he changes the words to "We're here because we're here, because we're here, because we're here." And it's like, I don't know, it's just like a moment of like collective acknowledgement that, because I think the quote came from one of the soldiers, like, what are we doing here? Like, we're here because we're here.
Yeah.
Which can be taken pessimistically or optimistically. So it's like, I don't know. Birthdays, but like going back to birthdays, I feel birthdays are different because it's not like a everyone moves to the next year together thing.
Yeah,
it's like, that I think that's the point you were trying to make.
Yeah, and so that's, I guess, diving into my averseness to birthdays. I don't know. I just think, me personally, I don't like. I don't like the idea of like ever, like, I would never do so. I don't ever do anything. I'm known for never doing things for my birthday, and it's because the idea of like getting people together for me feels very conceited and feels very like I don't know, people have stuff to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, these peace signs aren't gonna do themselves. Like, so, like, like.
I think it depends on the way you want to view it. I think, like, there are a lot of things that you can view selfishly, but on the flip side, I'm someone who always makes it a point to try and do something for my birthday because I believe in, building community and relationships.
Sure.
And, getting people together in spite of, peace sets and things that they have to do. Like, because it's the one day a year where I have power enough to be like, hey guys, we're getting together, and like, you can come like late or leave early, but you're gonna show up.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like
yeah.
you know, I don't know. I think you can also do these things on other days.
But as I was saying, can you really? Because like, sure, you can like let's say this Wednesday, I'm like, guys, like, we're going out for dinner. Everyone's gonna be like, nah, like, I got shit to do. But on my birthday, if I tell them, hey, my birthday's coming up this Wednesday, we're going out for dinner.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, okay, I will move things around.
I know.
Which is why, like, I think a birthday is a powerful, like, I'd never really care about myself on my birthday. Like, I had the same thoughts as you where I'm like, oh shit, like, I'm 20 now. Like, my joints are, like, giving way. And like,
why are you the third person who said this today, bro? Like,
you got 1 year left, man. You got 1 year of good health.
I don't know what you're on about. You're literally the third person to say that. Like, what happens at 20? Like,
you don't want to know, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
But what was I saying, man?
Somebody was like, "Are you 19 or 20 today?" I was like, Oh, damn, lower drop. I was like 19. They were like, oh, good. I was like, what? Bro, what does that even mean?
That's funny, man.
Never mind.
Anyway, what was I saying?
About power. Right?
Yeah, like, I have the same thoughts as you. I reflect on, like, oh, shit, like, I'm 1 year older, I've gone through a lot of things in the last year, like, how has that changed me as a person, you know? Would I be satisfied? Like, one question that I always return to is, like, if I, like, blipped off the existence of, like the planet right now, would I be satisfied with the 20 years I've been given? How about 30? How about 40, you know?
Well, I mean,
But then, like, that's one compartment in my brain. The other compartment's like, like, I have the ability to, like, just get all my friends in one spot and have a good time. Like, I don't care about, like, the presents necessarily. Like, presents are nice, obviously.
mm-hmm.
But what matters to me more is that, like, I get, like, hopefully to pull people away for one evening, forget about, like, work and whatever, and just, like, live together. You know, like, we're here because we're here. And just, like, experience... ... Yeah. Unless what? We die?
No, unless we're here for something else.
Well, that's another...
how do we know?
Very deep existential question that we're not poised to answer in this episode. Because we got to talk about Florida, man.
Whoa. Real quick before the transition. Dhruv had a nice little fun fact about the birthday song.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you completely forgot about that. It's not even a fun fact. It's just, like, the story of the birthday song is also very interesting. Because it's a song that, like, I mean, definitely more widely known than Auld Lang Syne, but, you know, similar history to where, like, it was codified by, I want to say, like, these two women from the Midwest, maybe?
No.
I don't remember.
I don't know if this jogs your memory.
Right. It was, Mildred and Patty Hill, they were sisters. And they were, from what I remember, they also were teachers, right?
Well, I mean, that's what it's...
Yeah.
Or what? Maybe. That's a good question.
Anyway.
I don't know which one of these sites is credible.
Wikipedia is always credible.
Wikipedia
always credible.
Oh, wait, Wikipedia does come up.
Kentucky, yeah. Midwest. Kentucky's the Midwest. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, technically,
Oh
I
God,
know
like Kentucky
it's...
no man's land. Bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's supposed to be the South, technically, but, like, I feel like Kentucky is more Midwest than South. Or at least, like, a blend of the two.
Okay. Actually, this is a whole other question.
KFC?
No, because this is actually... Okay, wait.
In Louisville, yeah.
Okay, because if KFC originated in Kentucky, it did, then it's the South.
Oh, that's a good litmus test.
Because you can't say...
That KFC isn't Southern.
Yeah.
Yeah. But KFC is also global.
Now, but like...
Yeah.
But like...
That's Fanger looking good.
Like, you know, I don't know. So, alright, debate ended. Kentucky's the South. But yeah, so you were saying, so these sisters...
Yeah, it's just interesting because they came up with the song, but, like, as with how these things go, same thing happened with Auld Lang Syne. It's like they got the tune from somewhere else and they came up with the words. With Auld Lang Syne, I mean, you could read all about this in the John Green essay. It's credited to Robert Burns, and Robert Burns says he got it from an old man who he met. But, like, chances are, like, it was a folk song kind of being sung around that time, but Robert Burns was the one who codified it and added, like, a bunch of verses to the song. So, like, I don't know. And then like it started as a poem and it didn't become a song until later. So yeah, like music history is always like another really interesting thing to me because like everyone knows this song. I'm willing to bet like Happy Birthday to like everyone knows the tune. And it's weird to think that like it was like I don't think it was a like a folk song like before. Like I don't think it was being sung and then it got codified by these two people cuz like this happened more recently in history. So they just came up with the lyrics, slapped on a tune and made a Did you ever watch that regular show episode where Mordecai and Rigby try to come up with a new birthday song and they enter like a competition?
Vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. That's kind of what I remember right now. But
yeah. Transition time. You're not getting a visual transition.
Florida man.
All right.
So yeah, that. Long story short, birthdays, time of great reflection. Kind of cool. I think Yeah.
So we start. Oh boy. All right.
We start our delve into the Florida Man Chronicles.
So we'll start with this, right? So, as we mentioned earlier, the sort of episode idea, the choice of a topic today was made quite, like, basically right before we start filming. But because it is somebody in the studio's birthday.
It's me. It was me.
There's this whole trend of, like, look up the Florida Man story and then your birthday, right? So we'll just start off with this, but then I want to transition. We'll come back to it. But
So Florida Man, March 12th.
I know.
Doxed.
So a Florida man who goes by the name, or who's nicknamed Baby Cakes, was caught naked in a chair outside an apartment complex.
I feel like that's not the worst offense.
No.
But public indecency.
Oh, wait. Okay, never mind.
Oh, man.
Irving Edward Howard, 71, of Fort Myers.
Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Dude, that's where I have a friend in the Bears who's from near Fort Myers. He's from Sanibel Island, I think.
Yeah. That's I think west side of Florida.
Not on your side. It's on
west
the
side.
yeah, it's on the west side.
Yeah, I'm never there. Yeah, I've only been to Tampa like twice. Was arrested by the Fort Myers Police Department on Thursday. I'm reading. These are articles, obviously. This is where things.
Is this like recent?
2 years ago.
Okay.
This is where things get bad.
Oh man.
He was charged with 4 counts of lewd and damn, that's a word.
Lascivious.
Yes, lascivious behavior.
Aw.
Toward a child
Baby cakes.
16 or younger.
Baby Cakes. Why would you do such a thing?
Are you so attached to him already? 1 count of indecent exposure, 1 count of disorderly and 1 count of disorderly intoxication. Baby Cakes was naked in this chair while children were in the area.
I ain't even tripping off them dominoes no more.
Hey, yo, bro.
What?
This is not the first time Howard has been arrested.
No.
According to a 2019 investigation by WBBH. Also, this is a Boston station reporting on Florida news. That's funny. They need them clicks.
Yeah, for real.
Taxpayers had spent $300,000 for Howard to spend more than 6,000 nights in jail.
Jeez.
Why are they? They're praying on a man's downfall.
6,000 nights in jail? What the fuck? Like, that's 20 years. What? Why are they counting it by the night, too? Rose said, like, 1,001 nights type beat.
Yo, bro, I promise it's a hotel. I swear. How many nights you want? What you paying for, bro? What's the rate per night?
That ain't right. 300,000
divided by 6. Is that 500? Wait. Yeah, it's 500 a night.
You know they ain't giving him that 500 per night type service. I was about to say something out of pocket, but I can't.
Howard was also arrested. Well, this is like other crimes of his, but arrested for showing up naked at an area hospital.
What is this dude's deal? My man's showing up naked everywhere.
Arrested 12 times since August 2019. 2 times for indecent exposure, 3 times for trespassing. Record of arrests stretched back to 1988.
Damn.
Them 6,000 nights.
88.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was a brief glimpse into Florida Man, March 12th. Alright, I'm doxing you. December 8th. Got him.
Damn, bro.
Nah, I'm getting my get. I got my get back, bro. Alright, what you want? 2018, 2015?
Let's take the most recent one.
Okay.
Or the most outrageous one, whichever one.
2018. I don't know, I just picked 2018. Florida man offered to pay officer with hamburger for oral sex.
That's one way to do it.
Trying to offer a female officer food for oral sex. Also, damn, this would have been a good preface, but yeah, this episode isn't for kids.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Florida and Georgia are not
It's okay. I'll make sure to put the proper restrictions on YouTube. So.
Mm-hmm.
Also check out our YouTube. Go subscribe. Thank you. It's my birthday, please. Also,
give us money. Give us money.
www.youtube.com/the Outta Pocket Podcast, and Outta is spelled Outta. Anyway, moving on. Local police are cracking down on one of the world's oldest crimes. Wait, hey, yo, oldest crimes.
What do you mean?
It says local police are cracking down on one of the world's oldest crimes.
I mean, like, there's the common saying that prostitution is the world's oldest profession, right? So, like...
No, I mean, I've never heard that, but...
Yeah, I mean, I guess like, that's what they're talking about. Yeah. I don't know.
Pinellas Park man is accused of offering to have oral sex with an undercover...
Undercover?
Oh, damn, they totally trapped my man. I'm not gonna lie.
Honey trap.
Same piece.
Also, though, that's El Riz. Like, that's just awful Riz. Even if she was undercover, my man said, hey, you want a hamburger?
Yeah, proposition a female officer he thought was a prostitute. So, yeah, they really got my boy, like... I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, like you said, like, if you were... regardless if you're an officer or not, if you are a prostitute and somebody offers you a hamburger,
for services,
I don't know how, I don't know if that will, like, I don't know if that's valid. I'm gonna be honest, like, would you take that?
Would I take a hamburger to...
I love how...
Is that what you said?
The article then ends, it's unclear what type of burger was allegedly offered.
Bro, this sounds like something that would be written in a satire magazine.
I'm just like, bro, cause like, your options are kind of limited.
For burgers,
it's either Beyond or like
either,
Black Bean or
vegetarian gang.
So like, what you taking?
I'm not taking anything. What are you on, bro?
Cause I don't know, man. You give me a bison burger and no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Bro really said, "Yo, I'm gonna pull up. Give me 5 guys," and that's before you give me the burger.
Why are you assuming that is a guy? Are you implying that females cannot seek out
all right
prostitution services?
I'm just saying. I'm
Damn, you're
given the context of the article.
Oh, so you're making assumptions now.
I'm saying based off the context of the article.
Yeah, you're making assumptions.
About this guy?
You're making assumptions about me and what I would do based on this guy. Anyway, so that was a bit of a teaser. We're going to take a slight tangent because, obviously, as we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, or a slight detour, basically. As we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we're all-inclusive here. And by all-inclusive, we mean, well, inclusive to the two of us, because there's nobody else
only
here.
Two of us.
But yeah. But like Georgia, what's going on in Georgia? So like, first of all, I guess no, we can talk about Georgia man stories, and then you can talk about your favorite topic of the last month.
Cocaine Bear. I still haven't seen the movie, guys. It's really sad.
So
I've just been mad busy.
I want to look up.
I'll go watch it over spring break, I promise.
Here's a quick. So these are I wouldn't not necessarily Georgia man, but these are the 10 weirdest, strangest things that ever happened. Well, this grammar is. It's supposed to be that have ever happened in Georgia.
The strangest things that ever happened in Georgia.
The strangest things.
You could say it without the have, I think, and it still makes sense grammatically. The
10
weirdest things that ever
happened in Georgia. Okay, yeah, it just sounds okay. Hey yo, a man shoots armadillo and accidentally shoots his mother-in-law. Oh,
what,
bro? Don't tell me she got hit with that ricochet. Oh, nah, bro.
I mean, low key, armadillos shouldn't be your ops, bro. Like, you ain't do nothing.
I know that. First of all, that is
That's animal cruelty.
L behavior to begin with. Do armadillo are they hostile?
I have no idea. Are armadillos hostile? I always get armadillos confused with aardvarks because I don't know.
No, they're not aggressive.
Yeah, like they're just chilling, man.
They can have rabies, but like, it's rare.
Armadillo.
Rabbit armadillo.
Rabbit armadillo.
That's a good question. What is armadillo? I guess maybe.
It would be like armadillo, right?
Oh, not kind of.
Little armored one.
Well, arma is like it's like
A weapon.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Latin.
Like the man's got the heater.
Yeah, like in
How
Latin.
do armadillos spread leprosy? What?
Bruh. Not the armadillos.
They be carrying leprosy, bro.
That ain't right.
Huh.
Bruh.
Huh.
We're getting mad off topic again.
Only the 9-banded armadillo is known to carry the disease. Watch out, bro. You catch a man.
Bro's got 9 bands.
Man's got 9 bands. You better be careful when he pulls up on
And
your
bro,
block.
if he got 9 bands, he's catching these hands.
Yes, so my man's Larry. He shot an armadillo, and
Lee County, Georgia.
proceeded to shoot his mother in the spine.
Oh my god.
I mean, not intentionally. She was 74.
Wow.
Damn. Drunk driver hands officer a beer.
I mean, that's tame. Like, compared to shooting an armadillo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dunwoody. Wow. Dunwoody's not too far from where I am. Man wearing only a cowboy hat.
Breaks into Georgia homes.
Bro's got his intimidation factor, like, leveled up.
21-year-old Ashton Gibbs was caught running around in nothing but his birthday suit and a cowboy hat.
I feel like that's worse than having a naked man break into your home. Like, having a naked man in a cowboy hat break into your home.
Yeah, I think that's true. Bank accidentally deposits 31K in teen's bank account.
Nah, that's a W.
Yeah, no, for real.
Nah, I'm trying to get 31K right now.
Man
please
spent-
donate. Please.
Bro, by the time the money's rightful owner figured out the money wasn't in his account, the teenager had spent 5K and withdrawn another 20. I'm not gonna lie, that man needs financial literacy, bro.
I mean, true. But, like, if a bank accidentally deposited 31K into my bank account, I'll spend 5K on...
No, but like,
you know,
on what?
On, like, I don't know.
Burgers.
Burgers? Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know, just, like...
Yeah, because...
like, luxury...
They're a valid form of currency.
Opulence. I don't know, bro. I don't really want anything. Legos. I buy some fucking Legos and save the rest of the money. And ain't nothing the bank's gonna do.
Speaking of burgers, employee misplaced marijuana in Wendy's burger.
Oh, man.
It was also a half-smoked joint.
Ew.
Number 15.
So nasty.
Burger King foot lettuce.
It's disgusting.
So she misplaced it in the burger.
Promptly fired and arrested.
2-year-old drives truck into house.
That's kind of based.
I don't know, how does that even work?
I don't know.
How do you I guess the car was facing the house and the child just...
I'm pretty sure there's an episode of Good Luck Charlie like that.
I think there is.
Yeah.
Red pickup truck too. Mom embezzles 10K in Girl Scout cookie funds and uses some for senior dating service.
That ain't right. But weirdly based, once again, in a strange way, embezzling money off of Girl Scout cookies.
Spent it on purchases at the grocery store, a Christian bookstore, and a senior dating website called Senior People Meet.
She has been arrested for her crimes. She just wanted to find love.
Number 8, compliance officer breaks into woman's house to serve ticket for overgrown grass. Bro, damn, you couldn't have just let
Bro, stay off my property. High key.
I mean, it's not even that.
Don't tread on me.
It's not even that. Because, whatever, right? I get it. You gotta give a ticket, overgrown grass, whatever. Don't people got mailboxes?
Yeah, it's true.
Bro,
it's true.
Tape it on the door.
Where did this happen?
That's a good question. It doesn't say.
Wild.
Thief steals 400,000 toothpicks.
What would you do with 400,000?
In
Athens, Georgia. Of course it's Athens. It was probably some UGA student.
Another employee selling boxes of toothpicks at the flea market.
What?
Bro? Gun-toting grandma thwarts robbers in shootout.
Okay, I respect that.
They held her at gunpoint, demanding she give them money one Saturday morning. She was in her car, having just dropped off her grandson when the 2 robbers approached her. One robber shot at her and missed.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Campbell fired back, striking him in the chest. The other robber fled when she began firing at him. She got the heater, bro.
Holy crap.
Her truck sustained 9 bullet holes. Both front side windows were busted out. Bro, Lulu Campbell is the owner of convenience stores and is always armed. Shawty stay strapped.
Low key, if you own a convenience store, you gotta be on that grind. I remember one time I was taking a road trip. I think we were going through rural Alabama. We were passing through, and pulled up to a gas station. My Gujarati bro, standing behind the counter. His wife is there with the kids. It's a very common experience, I think, or maybe not common, but it's not unheard of. I've been in this situation multiple times. My man just got his strap right on his hip, just right out. You could see the whole damn thing. It was just right there. I'm
the big iron, bro.
I respect it.
Yeah, it's got the big
Sig
iron.
Sawyer.
The quickest hand, the fastest hand in the West.
I guess all I'm saying is Michael Drew's got to stay strapped.
Yeah. No, it is. It's like you said. I don't know. I feel I have no experience in the profession of convenience store owning. However, I can imagine, especially depending on
where you are,
if you're in a neighborhood that is not receiving the resources it needs to support its residents, and they are just trying to find a way to survive. I don't know. I feel this could be a whole episode, but
yeah,
crime is usually just in response to a need, and it's usually based on income it's
yeah. I know this could be an episode in and of itself, which is why I'm not going to spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
But I've lately been thinking about, it seems that every time there's a big issue like this, people are so intent on fixing the symptom that they do not seek to
for sure
address the cause. That's for senior year. That is all the episodes where we will say problematic, or not even problematic, but just controversial takes. That's senior year.
So stick around and subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on
Spotify. But yeah, going back to
to hear more recent stories.
I feel also people not from our part of the woods, our neck of the woods, Like if you're from California or even Rhode Island, I'd say you're probably like you have a very different understanding of what the Second Amendment means to people. I think. Like if you're from the South, like I know people who own guns. Like I have been inside people's houses and there was just like a gun cabinet in the living room. You know what I mean? Like
I don't go to people's houses, so
I respect that. But yeah, I feel like if you grew up in like a very liberal state.
oh no, it's like it's it's terrible. Like I feel like whole other question, but like road like being a driver in like Florida or I can imagine Georgia too, like you want to avoid confrontation at all costs because somebody will pull something on you like so fast. And tying back to the beginning of the episode, life can end like so fast. So, I think this is another senior year episode, kind of slight thing. Basically,
Outta Pocket Podcast tackles
Yeah.
the Second Amendment.
it's bro. No, I was just saying no, it wasn't even. I was just. It's okay to pick your battles. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
quick story. Like, this is completely irrelevant. Jake Paul was in Miami on
Really?
Wednesday, and
Like 4 days ago.
yeah,
Oh cool.
and Floyd Mayweather was apparently rolling with like 30 to 50 guys.
Damn.
And they pulled up on Jake, and Jake ran, and they're all like, "Oh, bro, like."
Yeah, because he
bro."
would have died, dude.
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, obviously, vocal minority and whatever. I hope it's a vocal minority that were like, "Oh, Jake, why'd you run?" Oh, right. No, like, no, bro, no, like, nah, good on him.
would
Like,
have died.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell you I like Jake Paul. I don't. But I'm not praying that he gets jumped by 50 guys
Yeah.
and like curb stomps to the ground. Like that's not like, and like yo, like good on him that he ran, man. Like
I
preserve
think
your
like
life.
there's also a substantial difference between the philosophies of like or maybe not even the philosophies, but the people who treat fighting as a form of aggression
Mhm.
and just like a way to like gain the upper hand and gain power versus people who view combat as like a martial art because like every martial art or especially like karate, like taekwondo, like they all have a philosophy behind them and like the predominant philosophy is like don't fight unless you
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
You know, there are always better ways to like
De-escalation.
yeah.
Something a term that has become quite common in the last decade.
Yeah. I think so.
Surrounding-
Like conflict de-escalation. Yeah.
Yeah, in response to certain. But senior year episode. Back to the Georgia Man stories, just really quick. Georgia Man crushed to death while trying to steal a catalytic converter.
Not the catalytic converter.
Um,
Wait, that's not good, man.
From a local auto shop. After car filling. Ooh, yeah, well, you know how that one ends, unfortunately.
Dang.
Apparently, thefts of catalytic converters are surging across the nation.
Yeah, because they go for a good price.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know from experience. Steal his copper pipes. They go
Apparently, they have platinum, palladium, and rhodium.
They
so
do. That's how catalytic converters work.
You forget the
Have you
pipes.
what movie was it? Shoot. There was this movie that came out where it was like I don't even remember. I remember Don Cheadle was in it. And I want to say Matt Damon was also in it, but his role was like a surprise cameo. But it was basically about like the corporate espionage surrounding the catalytic converter when it first came out. It's a neat story because like catalytic converters are like a huge development in terms of like emissions. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Another one. No foul play in the death of Georgia man found wrapped in rug in Baton Rouge.
Dang. Well, that's like a whole ass true crime story.
Yeah. A Covington resident.
Oh,
found
I've been
behind
there. Yeah.
a shuttered funeral home wrapped in a rug and plastic.
Another part of the Dhruv lore is because I did so much competitive events in high school. I have been to like a lot of like just random towns in Georgia. Just like been to Covington for I want to say a quiz bowl competition.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was a band comp. Between quiz bowl and band, I've been to like a bunch of
Florida
random
Street.
places in Georgia.
Y'all got a Florida Street?
I mean, like, I don't know, maybe like some random town.
Huh. This seems mad suspicious. Apparently, it seems like there was no internal or external trauma. He was just found deceased in a wrapped up rug.
But the police said no foul play expected, so...
Nah, but like we know who did it. Everybody knows. I'm calling it right now. I'm putting down my life savings. The culprit of this crime was none other than Cocaine Bear. Crazy transition. Take it away.
This is Cocaine Bear. This is like the third episode in a row I'm bringing up Cocaine Bear, but I mean at this point, like, I think it's pretty well known that the movie came out a couple of weeks ago about based off of a true story about literally like a bear in the Chattahoochee National Forest who got on cocaine, like just like got some drugs, because some people were trying to get rid of it, and this bear just like went on a rampage. I don't think like
Did not go on a rampage.
Like yeah, like I don't think he actually killed anyone.
No, in reality, the bear died.
Because he was like high off of cocaine. But in the movie,
overdosed on cocaine.
In the movie,
which by the way, can you just acknowledge
he goes on a rampage.
A bear is like
huge.
How heavy is an average bear? Like I don't know,
several
several hundred pounds probably. You're gonna
well,
tell
it depends on the type of bear. What type of bear is cocaine bear?
A cocaine bear.
It's an American black bear.
He's a cocaine bear.
Okay, black bears are not as aggressive as grizzlies.
No, I don't think so.
And now, average size black bear. Can weigh 60 to 300 kilograms.
What do we look like? The rest of the world? Bro, what does that mean?
Bro said the rest of the world. Anywhere from 130 on the really small side to 660 pounds on the really big side.
Thank you for Americanizing that.
Bro. It's just 2.54. It's 2.54, my guy.
Bro, I'm not here to... Wait, that was inches to centimeters.
Oh, that is inches to centimeter. Isn't pounds to kilograms like 2.2 or something? Something close.
I thought it was miles. A kilometer.
We don't deal with the...
Exactly, that's my point,
We don't deal
bro.
with the metric system here.
Anyways, but yeah, that's a lot of cocaine, and it killed a bear, so you can
That's
imagine.
a lot of cocaine.
And
true.
yeah, and they found him, and then they disrespected my man by...
They taxidermied my boy.
They taxidermied my boy, and now they pass him from museum to museum.
They're running the...
I was thinking that too, but like, that's not... Anyway.
Why are they passing him around like that?
We're gonna have to, maybe we'll see. He's definitely gonna go watch Cocaine Bear. I may wait till it streams somewhere, so I...
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go see it probably when it streams, because like I'm not gonna have time over the next 2 weeks, but maybe spring break, I'll watch Cocaine Bear and like Creed.
Yeah. People who are usually on cocaine, Florida people. Not me though. The amount of times I've been called a Florida man, it's not the same. I'm from Miami. They're not the same thing.
100,000 on him. He's not the same.
Here we go.
He's hot.
Here's some headlines. Florida man headlines. These might get even wackier than the previous ones.
Well, look up Florida man headlines with cocaine first.
Bro, okay.
Florida man.
Oh, I cannot type today.
Cocaine.
Okay, yep, here we go. Florida man busted with drugs, quote, wrapped around his penis, in plastic baggies. Florida man arrested for alleged drug deal after accidentally texting politician.
What?
I'm just gonna quick fire these. Florida man trafficked cocaine through CT. What do you mean by
What
that?
does CT stand for?
Oh, Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut.
Oh,
No one cares about Connecticut. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
We're looking at you, Yale.
We don't fuck with New
Oh,
Haven.
okay. Florida man accused of putting cocaine in preschoolers' drink. Oh, okay. We're not. Yeah,
Oh, that's not good.
Too dark. Backtrack. All right.
Backpack.
Bro. Quick. Yeah, back to the other headlines, which are. Let's bring it back. A little more lighthearted. Florida man found with drugs after getting trapped in a porta potty.
That's tough.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some scary.
Yeah. I would hate to be trapped in a porta potty. I feel like that would induce nightmares.
Yeah, one of the worst. Like, have you seen those videos where like the porta potties go like flying?
Oh yeah. Ugh.
The Dookie show. After police chase Florida woman crosses getting arrested off bucket list.
I mean, I respect that
No,
low key.
bro.
Like, I don't know. If I was like 80, I'm like, what is one thing I have not done in my life?
Irving type, the baby cakes type.
Not
bro.
baby. I wouldn't go like baby cakes, but I would
What's
be
your
like
crime, bro? Burger.
low
offering
key.
people
I would
burgers?
just like go to a Target and like steal something, like a TV, and then like
I feel like.
I'd walk to the police station
What's
with
the
the
like
TV.
price range though? Because isn't there like?
Oh
a,
yeah,
like,
there
there's,
has
like,
to be a price range before it becomes a
felony,
misdemeanor.
or is it? I thought it was like a. I think it's like
A
misdemeanor.
misdemeanor
or
and felony.
So I think over.
I mean, but you can be arrested for misdemeanors, right?
Yes, but I'm saying I think if you.
I don't want to
to
get arrested for a felony,
I'm
bro.
saying if you steal a 4K TV, bro, like.
I mean, is the price threshold that low? I
don't know.
I thought that the threshold for a felony is
I'm
like
not gonna lie, these GPUs be running
several
short, bro.
$100,000.
Bro, these GPUs be running short these days, dude.
How
The inflation.
much
Have you
money?
seen this economy?
Yeah, it's true. Do you have to steal
like grand larceny
for it to be a felony? Grand larceny. Oh, what? In Rhode Island, it is $1,500.
That's definitely a good TV. If you go to Target and steal like a
Yeah, no, you could get a TV
an
from
8K TV, bro.
Yeah, no, here's what I'm saying. If I make it to like 85, I'm like, never in my life have I been arrested before. I just wanna try it. I would steal a TV, go to the local police station.
Bro, you can't even
be
look,
like,
bro.
hey, I just stole this TV.
You better be the most buff old man.
Oh, we're gonna be working out. We're gonna be working out every day
I
for
don't know
the
what you're
next
talking about. If
70
you
years.
complain about old age at 20,
That's
at
true.
85, bro, you're gonna be
I'm gonna be built.
You're
I'm gonna be ripped.
curling blades of grass talking about
SpongeBob with the marshmallows.
I know, bro.
But like, yeah, I'm fully gonna roll up to
I'm
the
not
TV
gonna-
station. Hey, I stole this
Real
TV.
quick though,
Can you arrest me?
I'm
And
not gonna lie.
After they do, I plead insanity because I will be demented,
Let's not put that on, bro. Come on.
senile. I'm kidding.
No,
Knock on wood.
but bro. Anyway, dude, low-key, real quick, it's completely tangential. I'm thinking about it now. Those marshmallows are soaked with like seawater. So aren't they like actually like? Cause this man's curling he's curling underwater.
Yeah,
Is that?
buoyancy.
You think it's easier?
I would think so.
But like, at some point, right?
Marshmallows are puffed with air.
Yes, but at
which
some
makes
point
them
they'll absorb
buoyant.
the water, right?
I don't know.
And they'll become either they'll dissolve or they'll become as dense as the water once they like.
So marshmallows are packed with sugar, which would be
Yes.
slightly polar.
And
The what? We're getting off topic again. But I think buoyancy would counteract the actual weight of the marshmallows. And they should be easy to lift.
okay.
But SpongeBob was not deadlifting those marshmallows, bro. He wasn't curling them. But then like in another episode there's like buff SpongeBob.
Yeah. Let's see. What are some other ones? Florida man drives stolen truck to Space Force base to warn of battle between aliens and dragons.
Wait. That sounds kind of fire.
Fire.
Like my boy's trying to save the world from the aliens and
Respectfully,
the
bro,
dragons.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I salute you, sir, because he could have potentially prevented our drafting. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to get drafted to fight aliens, bro. Like, what do I look like? Will Smith? Like, nah, that ain't me, bro.
It's a quick Independence Day shout out.
Deputies. Oh, is this the same woman? Released video Pinellas woman Irish folk dancing during sobriety test. I feel like this is the same woman that offered the officer. I think they said it's from the same county that offered the officer like.
I thought that happened in Georgia.
Are there two Pinellas counties? Oh, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Maybe it's something else. No, it seems like something else. But
I respect the choice of Irish folk dancing.
I said Florida Georgia line for a reason. Hey, yo, this guy's Cuban. Bro, Florida man wearing nothing but cowboy hat. What is up with these people and just
The cowboy hat.
Wearing nothing but cowboy hat attacks woman with a machete. What? Miami-Dade!
Oh,
yes,
man.
sir! Roberto! Bro, this guy's Cuban, dude. I know. As soon as I heard machete, I'm like, oh, machete! Bro, I knew it, bro. Attacked her while she was riding a bicycle. I'm not. This is not funny, but like, police said he asked her for a crack pipe, and when she said she didn't have it, he chased her with a machete.
Anyway, that's our time.
Bro.
That's okay. We got one more. You get one more.
Wide
You better
neck.
make it a good one.
No, wide neck. If you guys know.
Oh, wide neck.
Wide neck got arrested in Florida. Hold on, let me.
Wide neck.
All right, one quick. Yeah, these are some spotty ones. Quick fire. Florida man found with over 1 ton of some very.
Yeah. Skip that shit. You get one more. Better make it a good one. What?
Florida man caught with gopher tortoise during gasoline theft spree.
What does that even mean, caught with gopher tortoise?
Alright, real quick.
Like he stole a turtle?
As gas prices still in the fritz, these men went to truck stops throughout Florida to steal diesel fuel. They sent an advisory was sent out. Yada yada. Deputy walked towards the car. Asked the guy if the car was his. The deputy looked around the truck and found a gopher tortoise in its bed. He called the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission to handle the misplaced tortoise. There was also a counterfeit credit card in his wallet.
Are gopher tortoises endangered or something?
Hell if I know. I've never heard of one of those. All I'm saying is it was us.
It was us the whole time.
And on next episode, you'll come meet our pet gopher tortoise.
Oh man. I don't want a pet gopher tortoise. I want a pet elephant.
African or Indian? Which one we doing?
The Asian elephant is a smaller species, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. All I'm saying is...
Why can't we crossbreed them?
That's a good question. I'm not caught up on the elephant biology like that, but I will get back to you on the pachyderm, the pachyderm premises. But either way, wouldn't it be dope to like have an elephant as like your best friend and just like go to class on an elephant? I feel like that'd be huge.
Bro, how you gonna park that thing?
Or you just let him chill outside, like, you know.
You don't think he'll run away?
Eat some leaves. Well, if we're friends, then of course he won't.
Oh, there's actually... What the hell is that? Apparently there has been an African-Asian elephant crossbreed.
Oh, wild.
Named Mahdi. In 1931. Oh, okay. That turned dark real quick.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Mahdi lasted 10 days.
Fuck. No, Mahdi.
Mahdi lasted 10 days.
Yeah. No, there's probably a reason they're two different species then. The biological concept of evolution. Anyway, you've been listening to 101.1 FM, WOPPIP, WDRVIP, WALEIP Providence.
You guys can find us at www.theoutapocketpodcast.com, and Outta is spelled Outta. Through our website, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and our Instagram. Go follow us there. Go subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
And you can also hit us up on the contact page of our website. Let us know what you want to see, what you'd, whether you want to be on the show. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Outta Pocket Podcast. We'll see you next week. And remember, birthdays are important. Wish your friends happy birthday. Wish this fool happy birthday.
Don't do that.
Via the contact page of our website.
Yeah, hit us up. Catch you guys later and take care.